Konnichiwa, and welcome back to XCOM Asia, as we touch down in Japan for Operation Burning Serpent, the world's first attempt at carjacking a bunch of aliens. For those just joining us, the recap is that the aliens came to the wrong neighborhood, we busted up their ride, and now we're gonna strip it for parts. Oh, look at this place. You gotta be out your damn mind to ride your saucer through here. So the aliens heard about all the hentai and the tentacle porn, and they rode out here to abduct some anime babes or something. But now the spaceship got F'd in the A, and I've got to run through this forest looking for it. And there will be a lot of running, because there's generally a lot of forest. UFO crash sites are typically wide open spaces with good cover at regular intervals, in the form of trees and large rocks. But with no buildings or buses to hide behind, the squad needs to advance slowly and methodically while constantly covering each other. Oakley's range as a sniper is god-awful until she gets squad sight at Corporal, but it's still worth using her to cover while the rest of the squad bounds. Now by now, I'm sure you've noticed that I end a lot of my turns out of cover until I make contact. The reason for this is that when first contact is made, the free move that aliens get is actually just them getting surprised. They spot you and they scramble for cover, that's it. They'll never shoot you on that free move. Which means if I end my turn out of cover and a patrol wanders into me, I still have the next turn to get into cover and start reacting. For this reason, it's totally fine to end turns out of cover if there's no active enemies, and it's a lot better than pushing up for some far away cover and triggering the enemies early. Kinda like I just did. So we've made contact with two sectoids in the woods across a wide open trench, and I see no obvious flanks. On the other hand, there's only two of them, and I have a lot of explosives in reserve, just in case, so I think I can take them in a fight. We have a problem though. There is simply not enough hard cover to go around at my position. And this is where Hunker Down as an ability comes into its own. The ability doubles your cover bonus, and makes you immune to critical hits, which makes Wilson's half cover count as full, and means on the off chance he gets hit, he'll probably survive it. Now extraterrestrial Itaku here pushes up very carefully so he doesn't trigger any overwatch, but he is in Oakley's sights for the next turn. Unfortunately, the hard cover he has makes it a very difficult shot. I could take some more shots with my other two troops, but the chances to do anything to that cover is slight, so we go defensive again. You don't want to risk your squad's survival on dice rolls. Now your average rookie would have got a machine gun and a rocket launcher and said, you know what? I've made it, I can relax now. But Soylent is not one to rest on his laurels. The surviving sectoid, meanwhile, has a policy of screw that, and retreats for now. But I'm expecting him to come back at any second. So I spend the next couple of turns advancing slowly, and using Hunker Down to make the most of what little cover I have. Little Grey Man overcomes his panic attack, and he's back for more. But now he can be easily flanked. I still lead with Oakley, because she's dead weight until she gets promoted, so I really need to get some kills on her. I guess Oakley just isn't feeling the whole kill aliens thing. Not to worry though, because Zonout's got a flank and a taste for blood.
No longer a threat.
Now during that firefight, we've happened across the crashed UFO. You can count on there being some kind of crew inside, so before we approach it, we want people in the best positions possible, covering our advance. As Sniper and Heavy, Oakley and Soylent are the main members of the covering element. Wilson can either shoot or throw smoke, and I want Zonout up front so she's close enough to assault whatever's in there.
Our readings can't be right.
Hey, presto, the Matrix Man is here. And here's the shot Oakley spent all this time setting up for. No good, I spent half a dozen turns setting you up so you could miss. It's a warning shot! So now I've got to deal with this guy, and he's in a very annoying position. He's too far to flank with my assault, and his hard cover means nobody's going to hit him from range. The solution is to ruin his cover. Zonout is close enough to frag, and while it won't kill him, it will blow up the wall he's hiding behind. But, for whatever reason, they still can't hit him to save their lives, which it might come to at this rate. I move Wilson up in the hope that he'll be more accurate, but it turns out I'm dreaming. Now you'll notice that I've left Soylent up till last. That's because he's the key to my backup plan. If you've got a rocket launcher, you've got a backup plan. Gross overkill aside, the UFO is secure and mostly intact. But there's chitter on the wind, and it sounds like there's a couple more sectoids out in the bush, so the squad pushes on. Now I've got a good idea of where these guys are, and I think they're the last ones, so it's another chance to babysit Oakley into a promotion. I cannot stress how important squad sight is for snipers. It takes them from completely useless to absolutely clutch, and so getting Oakley promoted is very important. With that in mind, Wilson and Soylent will take the high ground, while Zoneout will take Oakley on a flank. So as you figure, we find the last two having a little picnic or something, and they get all spooked and they run for cover. My flankers aren't quite ready yet, so we keep our heads down and we wait. Now this is better, because he's in range of a frag, but if Oakley tosses it from there, she's probably going to take fire in the next turn. So once again, we wait and we plan for the next turn. Instead of hunkering down, we use Overwatch, because rather than being shot at, it looks like this guy's going to keep assaulting us. And, sure enough, now I'm getting a little tired of this guy just running wherever he likes. So, it's about time. Soylent sets it up. And Oakley goes for gold. Now this little guy is not happy about us killing his picnic buddy. But the nice thing about Wilson's hair is it really throws off anyone trying to headshot him.
Taking fire over here.
Maybe if he had a little alien throw, Wilson wouldn't have capped him right back. I've got control of the situation now, but before I end it, I want one more shot at getting Oakley some glory. But XCOM has other ideas, and it's down to Zoneout to finish things off. And with those shots, Japan is safe once more. Well, safe from the aliens anyway. I mean, they still gotta worry about all the nerds going there. Back at the base, it's promotions time. And while Oakley didn't make the cut, we've still got 2 new corporals. Movement is huge in this game, so for Wilson, the ability to move 3 tiles further makes Sprinter a no-brainer. And the choice for Soylent is similarly easy, at least to me. Shooting twice, or shooting and moving, is a huge advantage, and that's what Bullet Swarm does, so I picked that up for him. Base management now, and we've stripped that UFO like a cheap tart, giving us lots of toys and goodies. Unfortunately, the flight computers and the power source are very banged up, so we're going to go ahead and sell them for cash. Don't ask who buys this stuff, I'm sure it's just like sci-fi fans and conspiracy theorists, you know, completely harmless. All the extra paper means we can afford an alien jail, and once we've finished researching the taser, I'm shooting for better armor next. So I pick alien materials for my next research choice. As we all know, XCOM's work is never done, and it's not long before it's time to smash some more aliens. In picking the rewards here, again, I'd love to have a Sergeant Sniper, and there's nothing wrong with scientists, but engineers continue to be the top priority, so we set sail for Argentina. Wilson gets the taser because he can run the furthest, and Soylent's going to spend a lot of time sitting back and covering, so he gets the medkit. Man, we gotta get whoever names these operations like a girlfriend or a puppy or something, Jesus. Anyway, join us next time on Operation Morbid Breath. Until then, I'm from Buenos Aires and I say kill 'em all.